ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹಲೋ, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್? ಕಾಫಿ ಆಯಿತಾ? ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಕಾಫಿ? ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರಾ? ಈಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್ ಅಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆಲ್? ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು, ಗುಡ್. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ಟು ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, welcome to the Swayam MOOC Kannada Language Learning Series. I am your host, Varsha T. Nayak, and I am thrilled to be your guide on this wonderful adventure into the heart of Kannada language. Whether you are completely new to the language or looking to refresh your skills, you come to the right place. This course is crafted to be fun, engaging and practical, ensuring that you not only learn Kannada but also immerse yourself in its rich culture. Together, we'll explore the beauty of this language one step at a time. So get ready and dive in. And let's make this journey of learning Kannada both memorable and enjoyable. Let's begin. In our last session, we learned about present continuous, past continuous, future continuous tenses. The present continuous tense in Kannada is formed by adding ta to the root verb followed by present tense auxiliary verb iru, meaning to be. Avanu barta idane, he is coming. Habitual cum future continuous tense in Kannada was also taught. Barta irtini, I will be coming habitually. Nanu nidhanavagi barta irtini, I will be coming slowly. The past continuous tense in Kannada is formed by adding the past tense form of iru, which means to be, that is idde, to the continuous form of the verb. Nanu ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, I was doing. ಅವನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದನು, he was going. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ವಿಷಯ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. Today we shall cover a new topic. After understanding this, you will be able to compose sentences that describe two actions, that is, using two verbs. Grammatically, I shall teach you compound sentences in Kannada. If I go a bit deeper and name it, you are studying verbal participle of Kannada, the verbal participle. This construction helps in showing the completion of one action before starting another. It's just like saying in English, having done my work, I came here. If we look at English examples for this, the dancing girl was grateful. He saw a falling leaf, and so on. In Kannada, we have two verbal participle suffixes, u and e. These suffixes are added to the past tense. Repeat. These suffixes are added to the past tense of verbs. Now we will focus on the suffix u. The suffix u is added to the past stem of the verbs that take the past tense suffixes the, the, ka, ta and da. The structure is simple. Past tense stem plus u. For example, band plus u becomes bandu, which means having come. Similarly, kudid plus u becomes kudidu, having drunk. Kalit plus u becomes kalitu, having learned. Maret plus u becomes maretu, having forgotten. Nak plus u becomes nakku, having lost. Sik plus u becomes sikku, having received. Bit plus u becomes bittu, having left. Kot plus u becomes kottu, having given. Kond plus u becomes kondu, having taken. Kand plus u becomes kandu, having seen. Now let's see how these are used in sentences. ನಾನು ಊರಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. Having come from my hometown, I am going to college. ಅವಳು ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲಿತು ಹೈದರಾಬಾದಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. Having learned Kannada, she will go to Hyderabad. ಅವರಿಗೆ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಂದೆ. I gave them 10 rupees and came. ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಂಡಿ ಮಿಕ್ಕು ಹಾಳಾಯಿತು. Having left too much food, it got spoiled. ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸೀರೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದೆ. Having bought a saree today, I brought it home. Dear learners, Now let's move on to another important aspect of verbal participles in Kannada. The function of a verbal participle is to indicate the completion of one action followed by one or more actions, ultimately leading to the final action which is governed by the subject. Now let's explore the second verbal participle suffix e. The e suffix is directly added to the verb root of these verbs which take their past tense suffix id. The structure is verb root plus e. For example, mad plus e becomes madi, having done. Hog plus e becomes hogi, having gone. Ag plus e becomes agi, having happened. Now, let's look at some example sentences to understand the usage of e in context. Nanu cinema nodi bande. Having watched the movie, I came back. Avaru manege hogi bandaru. Having gone home, they returned. Avalu aata adi bandalu. Having played the game, she returned. I hope this segment helped you understand the usage of e suffix in verbal participles. Now, try making your own sentences using this structure. Students, let's dive deeper into verbal participles with some additional insights. Did you know that the verbal participle of agu and hogu are agi and hogi respectively? These forms indicate completion before proceeding to another action. Now, here's something interesting. Sometimes the verbal participle form of the verb bidu is used alongside the verbal participle of another verb. This can add emphasis to an action or sometimes be used without any particular meaning. It's just a common linguistic feature in Kannada. Let's look at some examples. Nanu cinema nodi bittu bande. I watched the movie and then came back. Avaru tindi tindu bittu bandaru. They ate the food and then returned. Notice how bidu is accompanied by verb's participle form. It adds depth to the action, often emphasizing its completion. Let me give you another example. Nanu a cinema nodi bittu bande. I watched that movie and then came back. Amazing, right? Now it's your turn. Try forming your own sentences using bidu with other verbal participles and share them with us. We would love to see your progress. Dear learners, now it's time to explore how to express negation in verbal participles. The verbal participle negation marker in Kannada is ade. The structure for forming the negation is verb root plus ade. Let's look at some examples. Bare plus ade becomes bareyade, bareyade without writing. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಗದ ಬರೆಯದೆ ಬಹಳ ದಿನ ಆಯಿತು. It has been many days without writing letter to you. ತಿನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದೆ, ತಿನ್ನದೆ without eating. ನಾನು ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿನ್ನದೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದೆ. I came to college without eating breakfast. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಹಾಡು ಕೇಳದೆ ಬಂದೆ. I came without listening to his song in the program. Unlike the regular verbal participle which depends on the past tense, the simple negation form is simply added to the verb root itself. This is all about verbal participle negation. I hope it's time to learn this in a more practical manner. I know you have already speculated what I'm talking about. Yes, let us go to the convocation function. Yes, there is a convocation function going on, which our Kamala and Suma are preparing for. Let's listen to them. But before we move on to the convocation, note the vocabulary employed in the Kamala and Suma's conversation. Avasara, hurry. Ahwanitaru, invitees. Udu, to wear sari or dhoti. Erpadu, arrangement. Erpatu, arrangement. Kannadi, mirror. Kunkuma, saffron. Ghatikotsava, convocation. Tale, head. Talebachu, to comb the hair. Talu, to wait. Tole, to wash. Nenapu, remembrance. Nillu, to stand. Patti, list. Pramukha, important. Vachanige, cool. Fine. These are the vocabularies for you. Now, let's look at their conversation.
ಸುಮಾ, ನೀನು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ಗೆ ಬರಲ್ವಾ? ಹೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಇವತ್ತು 11 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವ. ನೆನಪು ಇದೆ ತಾನೇ?
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಕಮಲ. ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರು 9:30ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮದು ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೆಲಸ ತಾನೇ?
ಹೌದು ಸುಮಾ, ಆಗಲೇ 9 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂತು. ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀನು ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾ? ಇನ್ನು ತಲೆ ಬಾಚಿಕೋಬೇಕು.
ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಕಮಲ, ಕೂತ್ಕೋ. ಆಗಲೇ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡೆ, ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ತಲೆ ಬಾಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅವಸರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ?
ಹಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಆಹ್ವಾನಿತರದು ಒಂದು ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ನಿನ್ನೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶ್ರೀಧರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಾಫಿ ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ತರಿಸೋಕೆ ಏರ್ಪಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
ಶ್ರೀಧರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಏರ್ಪಾಟು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಬಾಚಣಿಗೆ ಕೊಡು, ತಲೆ ಬಾಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
ತಗೋ. ಇದ್ಯಾಕೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮುಖ ಹೀಗೆ ಇದೆ? ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೋಪು ಹಾಕಿಕೊಂಡು ಮುಖ ತೊಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿಯಾಗೇ ತೊಳೆದುಕೊಂಡೆ. ತಾಳು, ಕನ್ನಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವಸರದಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡೆ. ಸೋಪು ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಹಾಗೆ ಉಳಿದುಕೊಂಡಿದೆ.
ಹೊರಡೆ ಸುಮ, ಬೇಗ. ಹೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಇನ್ನು ಕುಂಕುಮನೇ ಹಚ್ಚಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ? ಇನ್ನು ಸೀರೆ ಉಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ?
ಕಮಲ, ನೀನು ಬೈಬೇಡ. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಸೋಮಾರಿ. ಯಾವ ಸೀರೆ ಉಟ್ಟಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿ ಹೇಳು?
ಹಸಿರು ಸೀರೆ ಉಟ್ಟಿಕೋ. ಬಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ನಿನಗೆ ಕುಂಕುಮನ ನಾನೇ ಹಚ್ತೀನಿ. ಹೂ ಮುಡಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ವಾ?
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡು. ಇವತ್ತು ಹೂ ಮುಡಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ.
ರೆಡಿ ಆದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹೊರಡು. ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಇನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿಂದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು.
I hope you enjoyed Kamala and Suma's conversation, and you may have observed one slow girl who is causing them to arrive late. We must always be punctual. Yes, now let's explore another essential suffix in Kannada, that is kollu, the reflexive suffix. This suffix is added to the verbal participle form to create the reflexive form, which indicates that an action is done for oneself. The reflexive form can function in both past and non-past tenses. Let's look at some examples. ನಾನು ತಿಂಡಿ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. I will bring food and come. ಅವಳು ಕರೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾಳೆ. She will bring someone. ಅವರು ಬರೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Aren't they writing it down for themselves? ಇವರು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. They will take a look and come back. ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿಂದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಯಾಂಟೀನ್, ಈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಲೀವ್. ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಸೀರೆ ಉಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿ ಹೇಳು? ಟೆಲ್ ಮೀ ವಿಚ್ ಸ್ಯಾರಿ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ವೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ವಾವ್, ವಿ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಟುಡೇ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ರೀಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಲರ್ನ್ಡ್. Verbal participle u or e. These suffixes indicate the completion of one action before another begins. We explored how to use u and e correctly. Then we learned the usage of bidu in the verbal participles. The verb bidu can be paired with another verbal participle for emphasis, helping to highlight the completeness of an action. Verbal participle negation. We learned how to form negations using ade, which is added directly to the verb root instead of the past tense. Reflexive suffix kollu. This suffix helps to indicate actions done for oneself, such as bringing, taking, or wearing something. By mastering these concepts, you are developing a strong foundation in Kannada. Now you know how to use affirmative, negative, and reflective verbal participles in Kannada. Try forming your own sentences and using these structures and share them with us. By this, we have come to the end of this course, and it was a pleasure guiding you in this journey. Keep practicing, and you can rewatch all our videos anytime you want. If you have any doubts, you can leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for joining me in this video. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹೋಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. Stay safe and stay curious.